Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. See the canner back there? Right there? I'm gonna can this here. Oh, and I'm steeping tea. That's my infuser for my big jar of tea. I got that last year. Might have been a year and a half now. And I forgot I had it. I made myself iced mint tea in it a couple of days ago with my leftover tea bags. And then I need to freshen up my tea situation. But I have several pouches of peaches, of different flavored teas that I need to try. So this one's the peach one. We'll see how I like it. I also got, with the canning, I got that for 40 bucks at the country store here in Stanwood. Because I've been looking online for the like kits for canning, and for this particular canner with all the extra stuff that I don't think I need is $109. I didn't want to spend that much money. I got this guy, and it has the grate in it for to put your jars on and keep them lifted up a little bit in the water when you're canning. So it has the lid and the 21 quart kettle and the insert, the grate insert that has little handles on it so you can lift your jars in and out easily. And then I got this, which is this is the earliest edition. I don't think there's a 2025 edition of this book yet, but it's the bell, which is like, or ball, excuse me, which is the canning guru since I was little. I mean, my mom had this exact canner when I was little, and she didn't have this book, unfortunately. She probably would have done better, but this book has everything in it. There's over 500 recipes. Look, I'm not lying. It has the ultimate guide to confidently and safely preserve your food and create your own signature meals. So I'm super excited. I've been thinking about canning for years. And this has just like your basic stuff. So it goes, let's start here at the beginning. Canning basics at the beginning. So all your basic information, safety, food, all your things. What you need to do. I haven't read it yet, but all the instructions. I just got this today. Excuse me, this was $14.99 over at the store. It's like 25 bucks, and it's not even the earliest edition on Amazon for this same book. I would have liked it if it was a spiral bound, but this is nice and bendy. So I feel like if I push it down, and it's floppy enough that if I lay it on the counter, it'll lay flat. So I can go ahead and use my book. So we have, it starts with canning basics, and at the top corner it tells you where you're at. So canning basics into fruits and juices, into tomatoes, soft spreads, and then into soft spreads is quite large. And okay, and then there's chutneys, pickles, and I've wanted to do chutneys for so long. Like, what's a chutney? It looks so good. And then there's that movie, was it Sleeping with the Enemy with, oh no, I'm not going to remember the actress's name. Oh, she's in my head. I'm not going to remember off the top of my head. That's terrible. Sleeping, I was going to say I'll look it up on my phone. I can't do that. I'm recording on the phone. Julia Roberts, that's it. I knew it was going to come to me. I have confidence. She, in the beginning of, it's a movie about, surviving an abusive relationship, but a highly, highly abusive relationship. But in it, she makes a chutney. And I've always, since I've seen that movie, which was when I was very young, it came out when I was, I think, 18, so forever ago. I've always wondered, what's a chutney exactly? What is that? She made a something chutney, and I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And it's just stuck in my head. So look, I can make my own. And I love pickles, so we can pickle, we can make relishes. And then it goes into pickled foods, And then we have something extra, water bath canning. So this is the something extra section, preserving and using your boiling water method. Fascinating flavors worth sharing. Good things to know. So sweet and savory. Oh yeah. Cherry almond jam. This is packed with recipes. That's basically what the book is. It's recipes for all these things that you can do. I'm super excited to get into it. Blueberry syrup, so you can make syrups. Apple cinnamon, hibiscus tea syrup. What is that? Maple walnut syrup. Oh, that sounds delicious. All right, so that's your something extra section. Then meats, seafoods, and vegetables, because yes, you can meats, seafoods, and vegetables, but you know, you need to know how effectively so they're tasty, right? Good things to know, meats, and the textures will change over time too, for anything that you can. But I mean, I grew up on this stuff, on canned goods. And yeah, I've been wanting to get into it for years and years. There's even a section, look how beautiful that picture is. There's even a section for notes, if you want to make your own notes. A couple of pages, which is cool. There's a glossary in the back. There's a do's and don'ts chart. Oh, there's an equivalence guide for weights and measurements. Canning jar size equivalents, temperature conversions, jar comparisons, because there's all kinds of jars that you can can in. And I mean, we had these when I was young. Those were the ones. And now there's all kinds of sizes. You can do all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I need to read my book. So this is my new canning Bible. And since that was only $40 and I had a $100 budget, I got the canning 6-piece set. I haven't even looked at here yet. Because I thought, oh, well, I kind of need the accessories. So it comes with these puppies. They call it the vinyl coated tongs. And then we have this guy. This is our vinyl coated jar lifter. You put it on the top of your jar and you lift it out of the hot water. And then we have, oh, what's this gadget? Oh, I love gadgets. I like kitchen tools and I like power tools. Me and blades though. No. So this one is a vinyl coated, a bubble popper measurer. There's no measurements on here. It's smooth. But it says measurer. Insert in jars and stir to remove air bubbles before sealing. Oh, they're on the end. They're right there. I just spied them. What are they for? Oh, that's the depth of the jar into your jar. Oh, there you go. Okay. Heat-resistant plastic won't scratch your jars. So there's that. And then we got the wide mouth funnel. No. I would like a nicer funnel. This one has little divots on it. I'm not sure why you would need the divots, but they're there. It doesn't measure, but I mean, it'll fit in your thing. There's one on Amazon that's really, really nice that I'm thinking about getting, but for now this will work. I'm thinking about it. We're gonna do some initial canning before I change my mind or get any additional gadgets. This is a lid lifter. It's a little lid lifter, you guys. A magnetic lid lifter picks up one lid at a time, safely removes canning lids from boiling water, and helps. Oh, that's handy. So, because you have to sanitize all your stuff. And I remember doing that as a kid. We had to sanitize all the lids and the little flat lid disc, and then the lid that screws on, and then the jars. And it was a long process. Well, for me then, it was a long process because, you know, I'm a kid. I don't want to can. I don't want to do anything. I want to read my book and leave me alone. Listen to my music and read my book. I did that a lot. I would put headphones in and listen to like Air Supply or I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Air Supply pops in my head because I had 2 or 3 of their tapes when I was a kid, but because I was very romantic. Romantic love was going to be my thing. Yeah. But yeah, read my book and be left alone. But I was in the kitchen peeling tomatoes. If you've ever peeled a tomato by hand in your whole entire life, there are better ways to do it than the way we did it when I was a kid. We soaked them in hot water in the sink, or Mom cooked them. But there's a better way to peel tomatoes and things like that than the way we did it, because I remember it taking hours to peel tomatoes. It's a terrible chore. But at any rate, look, this is a gripper. I would imagine it will help you unscrew your lids, right? Coated soft grip handles stay cool and grip food firmly. They're just wide vinyl tongs. Is that what this is? Oh, jar wrench. This one. Sorry, my bad. Cushion coated grip to improve gripping power and reduce breakage. Heat resistant handles are ideal for tightening hot jars just out of the canner. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That would be why they're coated. I have a brain. I'm learning, okay? So you would tighten your lids with that tool. So that's everything that's in the box. So I'm excited about my journey into food preservation and canning for me and my family, my chitlins and grandchitlins. So yeah, excited. And then, so this is what I got today. A little bit of the vlog. My beam paints came. I had like $6 on my shop app because you get so many shop app dollars for every purchase. And I use shop quite a bit. I mean, I'm not going to be, but I have. And I had like a ridiculous amount of money on there. And I was like, well, and it was going to go bad or void or something. So I was like, well, I don't want it to go void. So I bought myself a beam paint. And it came today. And beam paints always, look at their logo. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I love beam paints. They are a little pricey, but they always send you something extra with your purchase. So this is my purchase. Comes in a little bag. Look how cute. Astra will steal the bag, but that's okay. She'll see it sitting on my desk. I do that to her. I find stuff like this and I'll set it around. And she'll be like, what's that? Oh, curious. I might put something in here for her too. We'll see. There's a little bag. But I was almost out of this color. It's Boreal. B-O-R-E-A-L, yes? Yes. So Boreal, however. But it is like sap green. And it's like, I have it out right here. Look how much I use it. And look how full it should be. You can see the bottom of the thing right there. So, not a silly purchase. Definitely replacing something I use regularly. And I was going to wait, but I had the dollars on my Cash App, or my Shop App thing. So I figured I'd go ahead and use that. And they give you a little, what you bought. And then they send you a thank you for supporting Indigenous family business. Thank you note, which is always nice. And then you usually get a little sample of something. And this one is, I cannot read that. Hold on, I gotta put my eyes on. Free sample, harvest wheat. So I have this color. This is what their little free sample looks like that comes with your purchase. Beautiful logo. And then this is the color. And I actually have this one. I can see it right there. See, and this is what it looks like. And I use this one. You can see the divot at the top. Because these all come like super full. Super full. So I do use this color a lot, so I appreciate that. And this is what my all my colors look like. Are they gorgeous? If you haven't seen me paint, if you're new, this is my Beam Paints palette. And I love this brand. Love, love, love this brand. With my last little purchase, because I needed to replace, so I've ordered a few things from Beam Paints. Because the first thing I ever ordered from them was my little turtle dudes. Where's my other little turtle dude? Is he in here? Where's my other little turtle? Did he fall? Oh, here he is. So are these little turtles? They make these little ceramic turtle dudes with paint in them. Well, they're supposed to be a turtle. Let's see, which way does he go? This way. There's his little heads right here. So they're supposed to be like turtle-esque shaped. And I got these two. And this is, hold on, I gotta look. Where's my, I keep losing stuff. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Wild salmon. This color right here. Wild salmon is this one. It's got mica in it. These two have mica in them, and I thought they were gorgeous. And then this one is this one, Winter Night, right here. But the other Winter Night that came in the palette, because these are handmade paints, so they're going to vary a little bit, is slightly darker, more indigo. And this one's more ultramarine, kind of brighter. So I got those two turtles for my very first purchase ever with Beam Paints. And then I got these little tiny, which I put in this little jar that this little canister that I've had because I thought it was cute. And I put my Beam Paint sticker in there, and then all their little pearls. I bought a little bag of their like sample set of they're just little dollops of paint in a bag. And I put the little dollops in this little palette. And that's where they live. And I put my Beam Paint sticker on the top so I know what's in there. And then with my last purchase that I did from them, oh, and I got this silver, which is glorious. I also have it in my palette over there. So this is my extra one. I have a couple extras. These are the ones that I bought. This one was free. I have this one already in the big set. And this one I bought just to try them out and see how nice they are. And I keep these little dudes in their own little thing because I like to I make a mess. So, and then I bought two more of the pumpkin spice because I love this color so much. Guys, look at that. Look at it. It's almost gone. So I have two more. But you can tell the color difference, right? This is a different batch. So, and the mica hasn't really been activated. So we'll see how they look separate, like when I move to these ones. But with that one, I got the free sample of Sky Blue, which is this one. And you can't go wrong with these paints. You just can't. They're so great. I love them so much. And then when I bit the bullet one a couple of years ago and spent $400 on the big palette. And it came with this tray and all of these colors. And each one is, they're like, you know, what do they call it? They're all about the earth. Sustainability, that's the word. So, I have some Beam Paints. Oh, I can't put that away like that. I'll just set that there for now. So that came, and then surprise of surprises of surprises, I thought my my Stickii, I have to recycle those. I thought my Stickii order was like I canceled my subscription, but apparently I didn't cancel it as soon as I thought I did. So we have another round of Stickii envelopes to unpack. I'll do that today. I was surprised. I was like, oh, wait, but I canceled it. I already did this is my last subscription pack unpacking video. Like I did that with the other subscription pack that I got before. And look, I got that. Apparently I was wrong. That's the kind of wrong I can be. And then this came in the mail. This FX magazine is amazing. I love this magazine. This is the traditional artist one, and I thought I subscribed to FX magazine, like the magazine. I don't want the digital subscriptions. I want the physical magazine, because I devour these. I read every teensy, itsy bitsy paragraph, every interview, like I was coughing my brains out and sitting here and reading, like, I even look at the welcome page. Look it, so cute. Can't even stand it. But this magazine is packed full of interviews and how-tos and so many different artists. 130 pages, and it's bigger than a traditional magazine. Like it's look how big that is. It's so big. It's the best magazine for artists. I used to subscribe to The Artist, acrylic magazine, the watercolor magazine. That's what they're called, watercolor. The pastel magazine, individually, and I hardly ever touched them. I'd get them, they'd sit on my shelf, and I wouldn't even look at them. I'd be like, "Oh, my magazine came," and then I'd completely forget that I even got them. Traditional artist one is, I mean, packed full of so many different artists, so doing so many different things. Look at that. And like step-by-steps for some digital stuff. Look at that. Gorgeous. And then, oh, hold on, I gotta go grab it just a second. Okay. Oh, this cough, I swear to God. Tired of being sick. So I grabbed the rest of my magazines that I have received since I got here. These are the ones, Chris sent me several for my birthday last year, and then I've picked up a couple, and then I brought a couple with me. So there's this one, which is this annual sketchbook one collection of 164 pages of the very best fantasy art. What year is this one? This magazine is $30. So there's this one, and this one, and this one. And I have the other ones in storage in New York. So if the world doesn't explode due to leadership and, you know, that stuff, I would like to go get my stuff. Next spring. This spring is not an option. All right, so I also have Imagine Art School magazine. That's one of them. These are, I believe, annual or one-offs. Yeah, because this one is 30 as well. I would like to have the subscription to these magazines, but the annual ones aren't a subscription. They're just this one's for digital artists. Imagine FX. This is number 1. The annual for digital art. Look at that. They're beautiful. They're so pretty. And then this one is for digital arts as well. There's a naked lady on here, so if you have children watching, I try to keep things, you know, clean, and not be naughty. But this one, and this one's for anatomy. This one's 15 sketching tips you need to know. I don't know what year this one was. I don't have my eyes on again. Like trying to read stuff without my eyeballs on. This is a February issue. I don't see the year. This is a $20 magazine. So this one's probably one I could subscribe to, but for the what do you call it? I mean, the art in here, the artists in these magazines, look at that. It is inspiring for me. It's completely just inspirational. I mean, there's so much different stuff going on, and they're like across the board with the different kinds of artists. And then I have this one. Look at that guy. How cool is he? Superman. Look at the back. This is so cool. This one I grabbed because it had Superman in the corner, and I was like, why is there Superman in the corner? And I was like, oh, look at that. All right, check it out. Let me find it. Hold on, I'll show you. Ooh, look at the spaceships. All the different ship designs. So cool. That is Joe Gloria was the artist. Super cool. Where is my Superman? Na 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 na. Comic book stuff. I could just look in the table, look in the front, and find it. Duh. I mean, there's so much to look at in these books, too. Is it page 36? Let's look at that page. Let's look at page 36 and see what they got. This magazine is 98 pages long. Where's page 36? 32. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. The art of. Look at that. And I'm a Batgirl, so I'm a Batman all the way. Not that I don't love the other superheroes, but yeah. Yeah. Creating covers. So he's done a bunch of cover art. And I love cover art. Like it draws you in, right? I've bought books strictly for the cover. See, there's this cover with Superman. Very cool. Very cool. And the boys, check out the little boys. Superboy, Batboy, or Robin, if you will. I think saying Batboy, ooh, look at him. I really, really wish they would have continued with that show. Moon Knight. God, the show was so good. It was so good. And I would love all the comics. Like to have them in my dirty little hands. So there's those ones. And then I picked up this one just because I like the cover. Concept art. This is also a really great magazine. It's not an FX magazine. It's the best digital art for film and games. This is Concept Artist. More than 200 pieces of art from pro artists and art directors. And there's so much beautiful stuff going on in this one as well. World building and how-tos and oh, look at that. Na-na. Look at it. I marked this page. Oh, Batman, look at that spread. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you can do this stuff if you get a magazine or a book or anything that's teaching you something digitally. You can also take those tools into your traditional world and try to recreate them there as well. There's nothing saying you can't. Use your tools and cross-reference them. So yeah, this is just, look, I marked this page too, see? Look at him. He's gorgeous. I like robots. I like robots so much. The little I forget what his name is. The little one with the cone head who backs away and says no thank you when they try to touch him. No thank you. I forgot his name. And let me know in the comments if you remember offhand. I don't think he's in here. Just so much fun. Look at this. How much fun is that? There's a lot going on right there. So I could gush about these all day. So the reason I grabbed all of these ones is because I also spent a stupid amount of money. I kind of regret doing this on the binder, that because it looked so cool online, right? It looks cool. Imagine FX binder, glorious, gorgeous, huge, but it has no, like, I was expecting sleeves. This was $30. I was expecting sleeves. Instead, I got these ridiculous little individual, I don't like these. Hold on, I need something to grab this with. Separate. I feel like these will rip my magazines. Look at that. The idea is to tuck the magazine into these so that you can pull them out and put them back in. But that is not what I wanted at all. And you can move these around, like they're very hard to move around. But you're supposed to be able to, like, there's not even enough for a bunch of magazines anyways. So you can slide them like down and separate them and line them up. I haven't fussed with this since I got it. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can put 13 magazines in here. It's supposed to be probably for the year plus your annual edition. Come on. This could fit so many magazines. Well, maybe not so many. Hold on. I might be exaggerating because that's what I do. Maybe not so many. So maybe it'll be fine. That's heavy. Holy crap. So I'm going to put my current subscription for the year in here once I get done going through this. The thought was to protect them in like protective sleeves, and then when I want a specific one I can just slide it out. Instead I will have to pull it out of this string thing, and that is not what I thought this was going to be. These do feel pretty sturdy, but I don't know how they're attached inside. Like, is it just a knot or is it glued down? It looks like it's just knotted. So the potential for it to come apart is there, which is irritating. I could take it apart and put my own binder in there. Something to think about. Probably won't. But it's already, see, it's already getting damaged. And I haven't even put anything in it yet. I haven't even put anything in it yet. They did use fabric tape right here, which is better than paper. It's stronger, more resilient. That's hard. This plastic thing is pretty firm. I'm just being a brat. I was expecting sleeves though, and an actual binder on the inside so that I could, you know, at any rate. There's that. A little bit of a waste of money, but it looks pretty on the shelf. It looks really pretty sitting up on the shelf. So that's that. That's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to swing in and do a mini share at the beginning of the vlog. This is probably like half the vlog, me just sitting here talking at you about my new stuff. I might just go ahead and put this up as an edit. I think I'm just gonna start doing that. I think I'm just gonna start putting up the vlogs as I do them instead of doing a monthly one, because keeping all this footage and then editing it into a monthly vlog is just too much work for me. I don't like it. I'm a brat. So yeah, let me know what you think of these magazines. Are you interested? The annual ones, you can't buy them individually. I go to Magazines Direct to get those because they don't have them in the Barnes & Noble here. they're not carrying these in the Barnes and Noble that I can go to here, which is kind of a bummer because I do like to go into Barnes and Noble and I like to find them on the shelf and be like, oh, ooh, they have it. I'm so excited. But this one comes in the mail monthly. I think it's $26 quarterly. So that's not bad. And if you're to buy them individually, is the individual price on here? I can't even see that. Well, the UK price is $12.99, so a little bit pricier here. It's like 15 bucks. So it is better to order them online and get a little bit of a deal. But yeah, I mean, can't even. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? And every magazine, every time I open, even the older magazines, ooh, that's pretty. I end up doing that. Like, oh, ooh, how glorious. There's always something fun and new. There's always an artist I didn't even know existed, a style that that grabs my attention. Like, I would love to be able to draw spaceships. Oh, isn't that cool? All right, let's stop gushing. But these are my these are the ones I have right now. I found the concept artist one at Barnes and Noble because I was looking for the Imagine FX ones and I couldn't find them and I was disappointed and I settled for the concept artist one. But I did like leaf through it first to see if it would be something that I'm actually going to read. I don't want to spend, was it 30 bucks on this one? Hold on, I gotta look. Oh, $21.99, so roughly 26 bucks. Or 24, 25 bucks. On a magazine that I'm not going to actually look at and use. And I will pull these out. And I kind of leave them floating around the house, actually. But, yeah, I'll pull them out and use them for inspiration or to practice from. I've done that a lot. Just pop open to a page and then like, all right, let's try this. Because look at that. Little step-by-step on how to create your... And there's world build. It's just, they're so great. I love them. So there's that. And I think I'll just put this up as a little vlog. This is me. This was my day. I worked a little bit this morning. There wasn't a lot of workload for me for the day job. And it's usually that way the week of close. I have all my stuff done the Friday before, and I have to wait to send my stuff till Monday to the people that need to approve it. So I send it off and I wait for them to approve. And then I can put my journal entries in the system. And then I have to wait for the other approver to approve that in system. And then I can fill out my log because I log everything so that I know it got approved. And it's not just floating out there, because we've had problems in the past with people that are supposed to be entering in our journals for us. There was a lot of that going on when I first started, that the person never did. I won't name names, but the person never did. He just never did it. So we had all kinds of stuff that we thought was done that wasn't. So end of year cleanup was a bit of a nightmare. So now we're doing all of our own journal entries, but the approvers still need to approve in the system, and you have to email them and keep after them and be like, could you? Could you please? So, and then I have to wait for Shanuki. She's my coworker. She does all the asset uploads into the system because she and Josh are the only ones that have access to the subledger. So, big problem there as well. So we have to wait for them, the two of them, to enter in all of our work into the subledger appropriately, and then confirm that they did it, and confirm with us that the right amount went in the system. Because they've been doing it too fast sometimes, and things will get kicked back or rejected through the upload, and then it's the wrong amount got uploaded, which means things got missed. And then at the end of the year, when they do that big reconciliation, which we should be doing monthly, but I'm just a temp. So those things get missed as well, and we've got assets that we think are in the upload in the subledger that are not, or part of them are in and other part are not. So I had a $55,000 asset that was supposed to be in, and they missed $23,500. They missed $23,500, a whole line of just sorry. I'm like so I like my confirmations and my log that I did my work completely. So this week's a down week and very frustrating for me. So I've been concentrating on this instead, and life and wellness and all the things. This cold is almost gone. It feels a little tickly still. My voice is still a little rough. Still coughing, as you heard. But the nasal stuff is much, much better. And I'm sleeping really well at night. Like, I slept 9 hours last night. 9 hours. It was glorious. It was fantastic. So yeah, I still have cough drops. There's that many left. There's a handful of them in my purse just so that when I'm out and about I don't cough on people, because that's so rude. Plus, you know, COVID kind of made us a little skittish about that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Let me know what you think of anything in the comments below. If you have thoughts, ideas. If you can, you can. Are you a preserver of the foods? I mean, of life too, but of the foods. I need to create space. Next week I'm gonna buy some my first batch of canning jars. I would like this size, and then I would like the pints, and then I would like the larger quarts. I think is a quart. Because I would like to do lots of canning this summer, and yeah. So yeah, I'm making the camera jiggly. I apologize. I'm in a very good mood. I feel pretty happy. Oh, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'm 55 years young. I feel pretty good. I'm carrying a little more weight than I want to, but I am actively working on that, so that's a plus. And my mood is a lot better now, especially since I've moved in here. Our current political situation stresses me out, like a lot. Thus, the canning and stocking up on food and things like that, just in case. I'm gonna recommend that. I don't do lots of recommendations on my channel, but yeah, that's all I want to say about that. I try not to watch the news. I definitely don't watch the news every day. I stay abreast of the situations. My sister alerts me when there's something going on, usually. There have been a few presidential related items that she hasn't alerted me to, and I've been like, what are you doing? So I've been keeping on top of it myself a little bit. Not so much so that I'm stressed out completely, but enough that I'm like, all right, okay. So that's where I'm at with life. Today's a good day. It's nice outside. I did go out and about today. I do need to clean my car. That's going to be one of the weekend tasks. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I don't have any particular plans this weekend. It's already Thursday. Can you believe it? And it is Thursday, right? I completely lose track of days when you work from home and live at home, dude. Why is my mouse not working? Give me my mouse. It is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I think that's all I had. Oh, this weekend. This weekend I'm probably just gonna chillax. If it's nice out, I was gonna look at the weather on my phone. You guys have my phone right now. If it's nice out, I might go down to Kayak Point Park, or just a little drive to the water. I'd like to be by the water this weekend. Yeah, next weekend is Astrid's birthday party, because Astrid and I are both May babies. My Astra Estelle. She is going to be 4. Can you believe it? Already. It's unreal how fast they grow. Soon she's going to be a teenager. Oh, teenagers are challenging. I remember being a teenage girl. I was a challenge. Yeah, I was a challenge. Because you're in that influx phase where you feel like you know everything. You feel like you've got the world by the throat or the tail, depending, or both. You know, you never know. And you know, you can win every battle, and you know what you're doing, and to a point you do, like with the knowledge base you have, you're doing all right. But keeping on the right path and not doing crazy stuff is hard. I was a bit boy crazy when I was young, so yeah. I mean, not that that has changed. I have self-control now. But yeah, dealing with teenage girls was challenging. My son was great, sort of. He was challenging too, but in different ways. Yeah. I can't even believe I'm 55. It's so weird. It's surreal, is what it is. I feel like I'm 36. I said that in my last vlog. But it's official today. I'm officially 55. Whatever. I feel like I'm like 36. Got this. All right. So I'm going to shut up now. I've been talking way too long. I will see you guys in the next vlog, which will probably be out in a couple days. Bye.